Hello, you guys, and welcome back to the fourth house on the right, where we're not quite homesteading, but we're pretty darn close. Today is a lot going on. It's Saturday. Saturdays are cleaning days for us, and AAU season has started, so our weekends are pretty much dominated by what? Basketball. So, I still have things that I have to do on the weekends, so, sometimes we divide and conquer, but I wanted to share something with you guys. Like I said, on Saturdays, I typically clean. We do laundry on Saturdays, and I like to do some soaping on Saturdays usually. Now, soaping and composting were the final frontiers for me. When I first started soaping, I was doing it just because I wanted to see if I could do it. And once I realized that I could do it, I do it all the time now, especially now that my guys have said that they like my soap better than the store-bought soap, which they use a popular brand, Memphis Care. I will not say the brand, but they said that they prefer my soaps, any formulation, to the store-bought soaps. So I now try to make the soap on a regular basis, but let me tell y'all something that changed the game for me. Pre-mixing my lye solution. First of all, this little jug is so cute. Can we just talk about that? But doing this, pre-mixing my lye solution, this is a 50-50 mix of water and lye. And then when I go to make my soap, I don't have to wait for the lye to dissolve and for it to cool down to add to my oils. But one thing I will say, I usually, in the past, pretty much always made hot processed soap. That's what this is right here, hot processed soap. Because I'm impatient. Hot processed soap, I just made this like 3 days ago. It's pretty hard, not completely hard, but hot process is ready to go, ready to use almost immediately. This one is a cold process bar. It has been curing for about a month, and cold process always has to cure for at least like 4 to 6 weeks. So these two are the exact same formulation. Like I said, this one is ready to go almost immediately. This one's been curing for 4 weeks and it's still not ready to use. The only difference is, you can see these are super smooth on the bottom. Use the same mold for both. It's this mold. That's the rest of my hot process soap. You can see the top of the hot process is a lot more rustic looking than the top of the cold process. And these little spots right here, these are not dreaded orange spots. They call them dreaded orange spots because the soap starts to turn orange in different places. This is from where I had the soap in contact on my drying rack, and my drying rack is metal. It should be coated. Because things like this happen. This happened because the soap was in contact directly with that metal and it caused a reaction, and that's why it turned colors. But I just wanted to pop in and talk about the difference between the hot process and the cold process. I'm not sure if you can see the rusticness of that. You can see it when I hold it like this. It's not a smooth top. This one, the top is fairly smooth. And so that's one big difference. The other big difference is the cold process takes longer to cure. You're gonna have to wait before you can use this one. The hot process is pretty much ready to use immediately because the lye has already been cooked out of it. You don't have to wait for that process to happen. So, and this all became amazingly easy for me once, like I said, I started using a pre-mixed lye solution. Of course, we always use our soap calculator to make sure that we have the right amounts of oils and ratio to lye water, and to make sure that we are using oils that we need for our bodies. For instance, this one has sunflower oil, olive oil, coconut oil, and what is that last one? Palm oil. Yeah, that's what this has. So just a quick little snippet about making soap. And if you ever decide to try making soap, you will absolutely love it if you like science, because soaping, kind of like cooking, is like being a scientist experimenting in the kitchen, except we're not cooking, we're not eating this thing. We're just experimenting with chemistry. All right, you guys, I have a lot more things to do and a lot more to share with you. So until next time, bye.